Hi, how you doing? It's Jeff Sinker from SkypeGuitarLessonsOnline.com. Great to see you all again. I hope you're all doing very, very well. Another easy Wednesday guitar lesson. And this time we're going to be looking at Shallow from Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga from the new movie, The Star Is Born. Little bit of a challenge. Still put it in the easy section, but not as easy as the previous one. So I think you are going to enjoy learning how to play this. It does have a nice little melodic line over the chords here. If this is the first time visiting my site, I know you're going to enjoy it. And really what you should be doing is click on that old subscribe button there, hit that bell. Bell is important because that way you'll be notified whenever I'm posting any new videos to this channel. Well, that's enough of me plugging the site. Let's get into this song and let me show you how to play Shallow from A Star Is Born. So, the chords. In this first section, we are going to be playing an E minor 7. But we don't have to play anything other than just my first finger on this B string, and I'm using my third finger. From there, we're going to go to what I really call is an AC/DC chord, which is a D with an F sharp in the bass. The way we're playing that third finger stays there, second finger drops down onto G2, and our first finger plays second fret on that low E string. And all we're going to be doing on there is using our thumb, and I use my first and my second finger to pick the notes that we are fretting. So there's your E string and there's your G and B, yes. The next chord is a G chord, but it's that old one with the two fingers holding down. You've got your third finger on the B and you've got your third finger on the high E, and you've got your chord across the second finger. You don't actually have to use your first finger on this, you can just play with that second finger on the low E. And again, I'm just picking with thumb and first and second finger the notes that I'm fretting. So with these chords, let's go through that sequence over the opening bar. Where I play this, I do 2 low E's, then I play open G, play the B fretted, then I play a 2, I bring this finger in here to play that 2, and then I drop that second finger in here to do that D with the F sharp, and then I play the 2 together. Then I bring up my finger, that second finger comes across, the little finger goes down onto the high E, and I pick them. So, nice and slow. That is bar number 1. Now, there is a whole bar, and what you can just fill it in with is just playing that bass line and then just picking across the E and the B and the E string. So I do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then we go to a C chord and we're playing, and then so there on that C, I've just got a standard C chord. I'm playing the A string, I skip the D string, and I'm going to play G open string, 1 on the B, and I drop my little finger down onto 3. Then I go to high E, then I go back to the B, and then to the G. And then I go across and I go back to that G chord, and I'm playing the G first. When I mean the G, I mean that third on the low E. Then I pick these 2 strings. Or should I pick them with my fingers? And then I drop down here. So I've got my first finger back on, see that third finger's not moved again. I got my first finger on G2. And I pick them 2 notes. So I've got this, that movement there. And the final part of this whole sequence is to play this. I've got this little, which is open string high E, 2 pull off, Third finger goes back there on that the third fret on the D on the B, and then I play 2 on the G, so I get this. That's the pull off, 3 on the 2, and then we repeat the whole thing all over again, which is what I'm going to do now in a very, very slow tempo. And then just a final turn round, he does the same. Now that would be your intro, and also that is the sequence that is used in the verses. So he just keeps going round and repeating it. Now in the song there are changes to the way he's picking it, and there's a little bit more activity on different hammer-ons. We're not covering all of them because this is an easy guitar lesson. So I'm just making it a very, very simple process of playing this, so it does sound very similar to the record. But there is just so many, it's very, very complex to show you what he's doing. So I'm just keeping it easy for you. Now let's go and have a look at the chorus section. Let's have a look at the chorus section. Chorus has got an A minor chord. It's got a D with an F sharp on the bass. It's got a G. It's got a standard D and an E minor 7, which you've seen all the pitches there. So on the A minor, we're going to go A, D, G, B, and then back from E, B. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the D minor, 1, I'm doing that 2 on the E string, then open D, 2 on the G, 3 on the B, and then back open. So I'm just playing the strings down, E, B, G. And then we go to the G, so 1 and 2 and, so I'm just doing an open string, D, G, B, and then I do a D chord, just playing down. And then I've got on this E minor 7, really you can just keep your finger there, you don't have to go with those 2 strings if you don't want. It's only if you just want to fill in more to it. But I can just play open E, and then O, 3, O, O, 3, O, and then we go back and repeat. G, D, and then you go back to a verse. Now let's look at the bridge section in this song. For the bridge section, we have got a chord which really isn't a beginner's chord, and I'll show you how to play an easier version of this. But if you're okay with bar chords, you've got a B minor, which is bar on 2, and then we've got our fingers are holding down D4, G4, and B3. That bar there. If you find that a challenge, all you're going to do is you're still going to do the same thing with your fingers, but you're just going to put your first finger only on this E2. So 4, 4, 3, 2. If you're okay with the bar, if you're not. So we've got a B minor, a D sus2, which is a D with your second finger raised, standard A chord, all the 2s, and then there's E minor 7. I don't know if you listened to this and played it through. Very similar to a song by Adele. We are just playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So I'll just play down. Similar to what we did in the chorus over that B minor. If you're doing that easy one, you're just going to take it from the D string down. D sus, A, and then the E minor, back to B minor, A, and And from there it goes into the chorus section again. So fairly easy to play that whole thing. B minor, D sus, A. You can vary the notes you want to play on that, as long as you're just playing that standard chord. So that gives you your chorus. That's wrong. It gives you the bridge section. From there, I said, it goes back to a chorus, then it goes to a verse, and then a chorus, and it goes to the end of the song. So we've covered all of the sections of the song. I'm sure you can see it's not too bad to play, but it will give you a little bit of a challenge. So hopefully keep you busy until next Wednesday when I post my next easy guitar lesson for a Wednesday. Well, I'm going to let you go because I know you're going to start learning how to play this. The chord sheet, there'll be a link down there so you can just download them chords if you can't remember what they are, so you can have that in front while you're playing it through. So, until the next time, this is Jeff Sinker from SkypeGuitarLessonsOnline.com, wishing you well, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Until then, goodbye.